Breaking right now at 4 o'clock, a Chicago police officer is rushed to the hospital after he shot in Englewood. The suspected shooter has also been wounded.
We have team coverage on this breaking news story. Suzanne Le Mignot is at University of Chicago Medical Center where the officer is being treated. We start though with Darius Johnson live in Englewood where this all unfolded this afternoon. Darius?
Jim and Joe, good afternoon to you both. Right now, we've been on this scene for several hours, and you can see that officers are still behind me right now, gathering evidence, trying to speak to neighbors who live on Shields where all of this happened. We're at 57th, but what I want you to listen to is the panic in this dispatch audio as soon as this shooting took place this afternoon.
I'm sorry with Shields. Officer shot.
That panic is what prompted this huge response at 56th and Shields this afternoon. Around 12:30, a Chicago police officer was shot in the leg. An offender was shot in the groin. All of this taking place once again at 56th and Shields in the Englewood neighborhood. Right now, it's unclear exactly what led up to this, but what we do know is that that officer was rushed to University of Chicago Medical Center just a few blocks from here. The offender was taken to Stroger Hospital. At the scene, you can see CBS Skywatch capturing the early stages of the investigation as detectives started to gather evidence. At one point, you can see they were seen going in and out of that white home at the corner near 57th and Shields. Again, all of this is happening in Englewood, and it's just 1 block away from Jesse Sherwood Elementary. It's unclear if the school had to go on a lockdown, but as teachers left, they had to enter the perimeter of the crime scene to get to their vehicles. At one point, we did see Superintendent Larry Snelling here at the scene speaking with detectives. He stayed here for about 30 minutes. However, he left about 45 minutes ago, and he was headed towards the University of Chicago Medical Center. Back out here live right now, you can still see some of the officers in the street still manning this scene, still getting a lot of the police work that they need to get done so that they can continue to learn exactly how all of this happened. We're still waiting on an update from police, and we hope to get that some point this evening. For now, we're live in Englewood. I'm Darius Johnson, CBS News Chicago.
I'm Suzanne Le Mignot at U Chicago Medicine. The superintendent expected to speak here just moments from now. Now, what we've been told so far, sources saying that the officer was brought here alert and talking and being treated by physicians inside the hospital. Now, there was a very large police presence outside U Chicago Medicine. Officers gathering here after hearing one of their own was shot. Sources say he's going to be okay after being shot in the leg. He was brought here in a squad car. The offender shot in the groin and in serious condition at Stroger Hospital. Sources saying that the offender is a 16-year-old. Now, back here live at the hospital again, we are expecting Superintendent Snelling coming up to the microphones right now to address the media about this situation. One of their own, a Chicago police officer, shot at 56th and Shields in the Englewood neighborhood. We're going to hear the superintendent speak.
All set, guys? Tom? Good to go? All right, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm here to talk about what is perceived to be a police-involved shooting. Basically, in the 5600 block of South Shields at approximately 12:30, our officers performed an investigatory stop of an individual, at which time they found the individual to be armed with a handgun. As those officers were attempting to recover the handgun from the waistband area in the front of this individual, the weapon inadvertently discharged, striking the individual in the groin area. That same bullet is believed to have also struck the officer in the leg. The wounds were through and through. Both the officer and the individual were taken to the hospital immediately and treated. Both are in good condition at this time, and our officer's doing well. The other individual is stable. So, with that, if you have any questions.
Did you visit with him? What did he have to say to you?
Well, right now, he's been moved to another room, so I'll have that conversation with the officer a little later.
Is this an indication of how dangerous a job it is to be a police officer?
It's an extremely dangerous job. When we look at people who are armed with weapons, every one of those encounters has the potential to end with deadly force on either side, on both sides. So lives are always in danger when officers are encountering individuals who are carrying guns illegally. So we have to make sure that we get the message out for people to cooperate with officers, but we also have to get the message out to let everybody understand the danger that our officers are facing every day when they encounter armed individuals.
And did his partner to bring him to the hospital?
That I'll have to get back to you on it.
Superintendent, what was the nature of the investigatory stop?
That is still right now under investigation. You know, as a police department, we're careful about asking questions immediately upon the scene without our third-party investigatory body. So we have to make sure that our detective division, who's currently investigating, are also working along with COPA. So we'll get that information out to you later.
Next question. This was a physical engagement, like wrestling kind of a situation.
I wouldn't categorize this as wrestling. What our officers did, they were attempting to disarm someone who was armed with a handgun.
Just a single bullet fire, Superintendent?
At this time, the information that we have is that there was one single bullet fired. There was one shell case.
Have you had a chance to review the video, the body cam video?
Yes, and basically the information that I'm giving you right now is what we've documented.
Do we know the age of the suspect and how long the officer has been with the department?
So I'll answer it. The officer was hired initially with the Chicago Police Department in 2018. The subject was 16 years old, a juvenile, and that's all the information that I'll provide because he is a juvenile.
Last two questions, please.
Yes.
Last two questions.
An officer very quickly shot through and through. He's going to be okay.
Yes,
No
that's
shot
correct.
fired by officers?
No, at this time, no. No shots. Yes. We make sure that there's transparency here because it is a shooting where someone was shot. We want to make sure that it's investigated properly and everything is open.
I'm sorry, was the partner who drove the officer to the hospital? Can you describe that?
That I would have to get back to you
It
on.
was police who drove the officer?
I believe so, but I'll have to get back to you on that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, hold on. We have the mayor who has a...
Of course, thank you, Superintendent. Good afternoon, everyone. As the Superintendent has indicated, this is yet another example of why it's important that law enforcement has all the tools that it needs in order to provide the type of safety and security that the people of Chicago deserve. And it also is more evidence of why critical investments in this moment for our young people is crucial to building a better, stronger, safer Chicago. The job that our law enforcement does every single day requires a great deal of bravery and courage, and we're grateful for that. And we have too many people who have access to guns, and that's something that is not just a citywide problem, but a national problem. Our commitment is still the same in my administration, is to make sure that we're doing everything in our power to ensure that young people in particular have an opportunity to fulfill their purpose. And so we're grateful, though, that both individuals involved in this are actually stable. So thank you all again. Appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yep.
Mayor of Chicago, Darius Johnson.
All right, thank you. Good to see you. We'll update the men's through news affairs if you guys need anything.
Larry Snelling and the Mayor Brandon Johnson giving us an update on the police officer who was shot at 12:30 this afternoon at 56 and Shields in the Englewood community. A suspect also shot, apparently with the same bullet.
Yeah, it appeared at first that this was a shooting, but now we've heard after this news conference that police had stopped this person, found him to be armed, in the words of the superintendent, and as they tried to recover the weapon discharged. So we know now that that's how this shooting happened. The suspect was shot in the groin, the officer shot in the leg through and through. They were both taken to the hospital where they appear to be both in stable condition right now.
Right.